We're at another fort. Wasn't expecting a big old golden eagle here. Also wasn't expecting a old-timey bus full of people to show up an hour early. We thought we were going to be the only ones sitting around waiting for it to open.
We should have known better.
They're already trying to open the bathroom. We got here a little bit early. Weren't expecting a whole tour to show up beforehand. Especially in this thing. Heard it coming up the road and I was like, what in the world is driving towards us? A little bit more grand of an entrance than the Maginot Fort, huh?
Yeah.
With all this dugout area here. Pretty cool. So they've got gun ports there, gun port there. I already like this better than the Maginot one. What did I say about us just finding underground tunnels to walk through?
It is certainly a hobby of ours.
The majority of our experience in Europe is just walking through tunnels underground. Anyone else have that experience? Oh, I think we might have gone the wrong way. Okay, we're gonna have to go back. We went the wrong way, but look at this. All right, it says these hooks were designed for them to hang hammocks across in case they couldn't get out of here or it got bombed in. Oh. So then they had somewhere to hang hammocks and I guess sleep, I don't know. So this was built after the Franco-Prussian War, which is what the Citadel was featured in that we went to yesterday in our previous video. Because, what was it? Wilhelm II?
Yes.
Wilhelm wanted to defend his new territory that he had stolen from France, tactically acquired, allegedly. And this was the first built bunker in the world in history, according to them, that was made with concrete and electrified.
Yes.
Okay, we're going back down this hallway, but look at this door. This. All right, if we ever have a house, can we just put some sick doors on it? Some thick boy doors. So from what we understand, this is called a countermine gallery, and it was just, they would dig tunnels out to try and listen for the enemy digging in, so that they could then blow up the enemies that were digging in towards them.
Okay, that seems great.
I think, as reading the document that we were provided, that's what we got so far, if anyone else understands. Every 10 or so meters along, there's another one. This is crazy. Ugh. Imagine that being your job. Imagine that being your job. Oh, I dig underneath the fort. That's crazy. This one has an old jackhammer in it. Ooh.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. A little bit.
This part?
This specific part, for some reason,
And
does.
one of those like creepy Ooga Booga guys is gonna come out and snatch
Yes!
us.
Exactly.
Well, what do we have to have? We have to pay him something.
You gotta get the coin. The half a coin? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, they were $2 at the front. I didn't buy one. So the French got this place back after the First World War.
Yes.
And they decided that there really wasn't a reason to continue fortifying it because it was far enough from the border. And they focused their efforts on the Maginot Line instead. So this section to the left was originally put in to have some sort of ventilation system for gas attacks, but that was never installed. They just have the cutout for it. More awesome doors. Man, that's a cool looking tunnel. That's got to be one of the coolest, huh?
Yes.
That has some beautiful perspective. Wait, what's the right word? I took art class once.
Oh, I think that's right.
So this is the barracks area.
Yes.
How many dudes?
Total was, I think, 300, but it said 24 men in the troop quarters, which is
Right here, 24. Just 24 dudes just chilling together in here. These are flip down hand cranks for, I believe, the ventilation system. The pamphlet makes an emphasis on the fact that this was the first electrified fort underground, I guess. And they had backups for everything, including hand cranks for the ventilation system and other stuff, so. I think this says something about cleaning eating dishes, but I'm not sure. And I don't have signal, so I can't use Google Translate.
What'd you find?
Okay.
Oh, let me guess.
I keep finding toilets. I don't even plan this. Look at that. You got just the 4 best friends right here. And then I guess if you're extra special, you get your own little area. That is a serious turnbuckle to clamp this door shut. Yeah, looks like a little observation. This one doesn't have a firing port, it's just got observation slits. Okay, so it's on wheels, so they could wheel it out on a cart like this and put it into its emplacement. All right, it's a big water pump for the well. And then this was a kitchen. It's a kitchen over here. But the paper says there's an intact kitchen further on down, so we're gonna go check that out. Okay, through the tunnel, these are storerooms for the bakery. And when I walked through here, that dude spooked the heck out of me. Because I came through that door and I thought it was a person just silently standing there with a mustache.
I was gonna say, was it his mustache?
It was, the mustache scared me. One mustache, free man attached. Look at all the bread, though.
She thinks it's a person.
You don't like the spooky man. Aw. Big old electrical oven, and then this kneading machine. And it said Every soldier got 1.6 pounds of bread a day, but it was like not fancy bread, just plain soldier bread. This that we have to squeeze by is a water tank. And that looks like it's telling us how much water is in it. And here's another one. This one's more full. I don't know if those are actually working or not. Oh yeah, every machine shop has this smell. The grease and the steel. What's this one?
The furnace that like comes alive and
This looks like a big fuel tank.
that makes more sense.
Oh man, the aesthetic in this room is off the charts. "25 horsepower, 24 liters, 240 RPM. They use 6 liters of fuel an hour. God, dude. He got me again because he was pointing at me and I was immediately like ready to fight.
So I stepped over here because I was waiting for you to
Yeah,
see you.
thanks. Appreciate that. Hiding in the bathtub room. Okay, but the mustache game on these guys keeps getting more and more intense. Do you think what do you think they do at nighttime when they're all walking around? There's more in here. I mean, they did a good job with the display and the mannequins. I don't think that guy's feeling so hot though. Old-timey collapsible stretcher. See the hinge on the...
On the top.
Yeah, looks like it folds into itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, teeth.
Gross.
And stabbers and cutters and snippers. Kitchen. Hey, did you see the size of this big old scooper? I think we need to get one that big.
Okay. What are we making then?
For when I want to deep fry an entire pizza. They cooked at nighttime to avoid giving away the position during the day through the smoke coming out. We can't tell because it's shut, but that door goes out to the firing trench, and they had guards that were stationed here permanently. I think on rotation, it would make sense.
Yep.
There's nowhere to sleep, but they were the reaction force, basically. And then there's the alarm panel to let everybody else know when the bad guys show up, I guess. Yo. This guy. He knows how to have a good time. Look at him. He's even got a tablecloth. And is that a muffin? A muffin in a glass?
Or is it the foam from his beer?
I'm gonna say it's a glass muffin because I think that's funnier.
Okay.
And he has his own map. Oh,
Isn't that amazing?
I know. I used to have a map on a wall. You've had a map on a wall. We've all had wall maps. Okay, real talk though. So this was a sergeant's room. It said that 3 sergeants were in here. You can tell by the wall niches because those were where they would put their personal belongings.
Oh, okay.
There's one over there, there's one here, and then there's one behind you.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
hiding it behind you. But so yeah, they would have had, I'm guessing 3 beds because 3 wall niches. And this guy kicked everyone else out so he could have alone time with his glass muffin. Okay, so we got our toilet questions answered. That says to shut the lid to keep the fumes in. But the only way they could have nice toilets like this was because of the electricity to power the ventilation. And that is an officer's toilet. They get the privacy. See, look how happy he looks. And it said there was about 1 toilet per 25 soldiers. So it said that's good. That's like really good back then. So yeah, soldiers were expected to be visible at all times. That's why they don't get a door.
Oh.
But officer has rank and privilege. Yeah, there you go. Up another level. I think that's the exit, so we're gonna go this way, yeah. It's unclear to us, but we think that these rooms are the actual barracks rooms, and they're just being used to display models of the turrets and some of the actual cannons and stuff. They built different types of turrets here. That was what these are showing. That one has like no external barrel almost. And then that one was designed to disappear with the counterweights, kind of like what you saw at the Maginot Fort. And then this one has an actual external barrel, and it was just an experiment to see which one was the best one to choose for construction, because they varied in price and complexity and range. The little one right there can only shoot 500 meters. All right, so periscope. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but look at it. It's like a little frog. All for observation. So that's another sergeant's room. He's got searchlights and a call box, and then this was a machine gun preparation room.
Oh, okay.
They've got, those are hand crank machines that link rounds together.
Wow.
To make machine gun belts.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see them right there. But you put the rounds in it and you have a belt and you crank it and it puts them into the belt for you, so you don't have to do it by hand.
Gotcha.
And then it also has a firing port to defend the entrance that's around the corner over here.
Okay.
And then that's just a really big chain on the ceiling. We're leaving now, and these doors are built, you see the bottom has its own hinge and it's separated?
Yeah.
They're designed that way in case there's debris on the ground in front of the door.
Oh.
So you can still open the top part and get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Is it snowing?
Yep.
It's April. I was not ready for that. It was not snowing when we went into the underground.
I made a joke when we were in there. I said you can't even tell that it's snowing outside right now.
Yeah, I thought you were joking.
It actually was.
Okay. Me neither. All right, well, Merry Christmas. Look at all the little vents and stacks on the top.
It has so many hats.
So many hats. Little French hats. All right, what is this over here now? Oh, okay. So these are those little movable,
Oh, the observation things.
but that one's got a cannon on it, so that's one of the actual portable cannons. And this is where they would have stacked them all out to shoot that way. Cold yet?
Just a little.
You can see over there, you see the top of one of the observation.
Yes.
Well, I thought I could go in there.
No.
Nope, it's chained off. Oh, this is cool though. Careful, it's a little slippery. This is the exterior of the infantry area. It felt a lot more underground than we realized we were.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely not as buried as the Maginot Fort.
No. It's kind of built more into the hill.
Yeah, it's more like they hollowed out a hill kind of,
Yeah.
you know. Very hard to put together where this is compared to what we saw, because it was easily confused underground. All right, I got turned around pretty quick. 100 years ago, it would have been a lot more clear, and none of these trees would have been in the way. It's really hard to tell, but this would have been a very excellent view of the surrounding area.
Yeah.
You can kind of see through the trees, the hills and stuff that are kilometers away over there. And then down here, another line of the slightly hidden guns. This last part is a defensive battery that is separate from the fort. Actually, it's just right next to it, but it's not connected. And all the soldiers who worked here lived and worked entirely in this battery. There's about 100 of them.